top of the daybreak. I'm wearing red because I want to root. I'm wearing red for passion, for love, for all of that. I think everybody's been struggling right now with Saturn's return and Jupiter's return. And this is what I got from the dream state. I don't like when they present things to me in numbers. Numbers. But this is what I saw. The horizon, because I've been reading Genesis chapter 6 and Revelations and Exodus. Exodus is coming next. I always get the last book first. Anyways, Genesis chapter 6, the water bearer spell. I'm on to something. The sirens are active, so this is what I saw. I was given the computation of the number 5, 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, and 5 are all prime numbers. They're all masculine energy. That's all yang. So something asked me to break down 5 into 2 and 3. This is what I saw. Saturn and his daughter. Jupiter the sun. With mother as the spirit. Now, so the aspect of the sun and the aspect of the daughter. So you're either going to be Jupiter's son or Saturn's daughter. If you're Jupiter's son, then where's your mother? The aspect of spirit, which is hidden in house 12 for Pisces. When you combine the two, you get the 5. But right now, it's the sons and the daughters that are getting ready to go off on their journeys. See? So the question is, how did your father raise you? How did your mother raise you? I'm asking the women, how did your father raise you? I'm asking the men, how did your mother raise you? My father raised me to be strong, carry my sword, always nobility, truth, blah, blah, blah. Right? Hasn't fared so well in my life. Because when you're a daughter that chooses to honor nobility, respect, these things, you honor the aspect of what you do as a nurturer, and you won't let people use you, abuse you, lead you astray. You turn your aspect of spirit where you're upside down to where your twat is up in the air like this. And what do most people do with this symbol? I ain't even gonna do it because you already know. So when you, Jupiter's son, with the aspect of a mother that is not visible, honored or respected, what do you turn her into? This. Many of you grew up with mothers that taught you respect and taught you to honor a woman, or you watched her go through stuff at the hands of a man. Who taught them? And where were their fathers? See? This plays a very psychological, deep psychological background and rhetoric that's running. Because the one thing I don't like is the music industry, and the music industry is love. That's Venus. Speaking of Venus, Venus was also the daughter of both Saturn and Jupiter. She wants balance and she wants love across the connections, period. Ishtar, whichever goddess you want to call her, but she guards the midwives, sacred prostitution, and all of these things. But what's been stolen from her? Look at music. Look at how sexualized it is. If you're not a woman who's flashing everything, it's teaching them that they have to do this because of the images that we keep programming them to be. And it's teaching boys and men that they have to treat women like this and do this, and that they're only going to show up for a woman who shows up like this. Now, if you show up as a woman like this and you're rooted and you choose to walk like a crab, like mother, like the earth mother, what do they do to you? They cuss you out. They remind you that you're intimidating. They tell you that they can't do anything for you, or that you're pretty much going to suck the life out of them. How? What sucks the life out of them is this. When women, it's like you give away too much, or you take on too much, or you transmute too much, right? There's a lot of healing properties in the aspect of sacred prostitution. And I'm going to call it what it is so you get accustomed to this word. It's not sex. People call it sex. It's a sacred energy exchange. It is sacred prostitution. Okay? So, if you want to call a woman a whore and a prostitute, know that it's sacred. She's doing something for you. She's healing you. You're breathing when you're inside of her. It's the phallus. Expansion and contraction, expansion and contraction, expansion and contraction, which is the aspects of both Saturn and Jupiter. Jupiter expands, Saturn contracts. Now, everybody can talk about this in aspects of, oh, the collect. That's good and all. But what they're getting ready to be, as most people call it, springtime, and everybody likes to be out, you know, sampling multiple sex. It's the sect, S-E-C-T, which is the section, this section here. And women love to give this section here away. And then they tell them it's okay to take on multiple to transmute. That's a lot of energy you're taking in, ladies. Be clear of that. The name of the game is not stick and move. And the reason most run from me is because they do not want to bow. I don't take crap. I don't give away my energy. So ladies, ask yourself, how are you treating that man or that mother's son? Men, ask yourself, how are you treating that man's daughter? That's how I see things, and people tell me I'm crazy, but that's how my father taught me. My father's been gone for 25 years, and I sit up here many days cussing him out for raising me to be this way. Because when I get in a bind and a pinch, because I'm not operating like this, they say you figure out how you're going to make it. In an attempt to break me, it's okay. I choose to honor the aspect of father. My father didn't marry a woman who was loose. And actually, he met her quite by accident. Crashed a party, met her. 6 weeks later, he went back and got her and married her. Didn't take him long to decide. Didn't take him long to decide. We don't teach these things. We don't talk about these things. We don't discuss these things. But right now, the sons and daughters are getting ready to go on their quests. It's spring and summertime. And as I sit on my porch and everybody begins to cruise, I'm trying to figure out, who is she? We ain't seen her before. Get ready. Are you ready to take your place and get to your gates? Remember what I said. It's a calculation of 5, which is masculine energy, which is yang. What you gonna do? Are you working on your trinity, or are you working on your balance? What are you working on? I don't know. But please, stop disrespecting each other. Please honor each other. Stop disrespecting your mothers. Stop disrespecting your fathers. Stop disrespecting the aspect of mother and father. Stop disrespecting these things. You can tell that by the way you treat each other. See, I would type it up, but no. I've caught too many people stealing my words and passing them off as theirs and getting all the glory. How about you just put me in a space that I'm supposed to be in? Because I've always lived a life where I honored my father, and all I hear right now is Saturn pissed off, mad, and angry. I told you. Saturn also rules agriculture and the scythe and the underworld. So, what do you think is really going to happen to people if they continue to leave me sitting like this? So the sons have to do better. The daughters have to do better. But I am and always will be my father's daughter. And I will always live my life that will honor him. Don't care if I lose everything in the process. Because everything that I'm losing is love. It's Venus. So what do you choose to honor? The aspect of the daughter that likes to be manipulated or tricks you because you like to be tricked. You like to be seduced. Or are you going to honor the aspect of the daughter who won't do that? Or are you going to continue to tell her she's intimidating and she'll steal your life force? I don't steal. I give. And now it's time for me to receive. Because I'm tired of hearing them yelling and screaming in the background because they're pissed. They're pissed. But please honor each other. Ladies, stop being this all the time. Men, stop chasing this all the time. Chase this that's rooted and grounded so that we may save Earth, consciousness, all the generations behind us, because they're depending on us to teach us a better diaspora. You can't continue to say that women like Cardi B, that you promote, celebrate, and this, that, and the other, are trash in this, but look where she's at. But artists like No Name, don't do that. Everybody says she's garbage. Between Cardi B and No Name, got my money on No Name. Cardi B gets no airplay in my house. I don't like her image. And plus she's a Libra. You see what they're teaching you? That is what the daughter of both Saturn and Jupiter is. No, she isn't. That's not Ishtar. That's not a goddess. You guys you see the psychological programming here. So you're teaching your daughters to be like this, and you say women do nothing but do this. But look what you promote. Look what you celebrate. Stop celebrating that. It's nothing to be celebrated. It needs to be shamed. Bad behavior needs to stop being rewarded. Because whether if you don't stop it on your own. Scorpius, Aries, and Mars are going to make your life hell. They already are. They already are. People have no aspect of control, no aspect of how to fight, no aspect of war. No aspect of passion. How many people are going around now just sleeping with multiple people? Why are you wasting all that passion? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? I think it's funny watching Mars just sit up here and kick our asses because we have no respect for passion, love, and war. None. And it's all because we choose to honor this and not this. Mars is the underworld. Many people can't get through the gates of Mars because instead of taking their Mars and doing this, they're doing this. So you're flipping your fire upside down. Why? Why? I told you both Jupiter and Saturn are gas giants. What does gas need to ignite? Fire. If you're going around like this, what fire are you giving them? You better be like this to give them fire. Because Taurus the Bull, otherwise known, or as I like to call Taurus the Bull, people call him the Hierophant, the Hierophant. No, baby. You mean the High Priest. Taurus the High Priest and the lunar moon of the ox are getting ready to castrate a lot of bulls. And a lot of bulls are going to get their phalluses back. Now, which end of it are you going to be on? See, I don't play with the bull. The bull is loose in the china shop right now. The bull's loose. Saturn just told Taurus to go through his thing. And everybody has a mate. So the high priest's mate is the high priestess. Who's the high priestess? Neptune. Which house does Neptune rule? 12. Which is which sign? Pisces. But who else rules house 12? Jupiter and the moon. They're 3 houses away. 1, 2, 3. They're Trinity. Are you going to continue, sons, to not honor your mothers? Daughters, are you going to continue to fight with your mothers? Stop fighting. Because I'm telling you right now, if you continue to fight, when Scorpius takes the moon, in between which season? Aries, or I think that's Aries season, Aries, Taurus season, somewhere around there. You're going to be in trouble. 4 is also the month for which house? Cancer, for family and ancestors. You sure you want to continue to play with this energy? And are you sure you want to continue to act like the people that can break this down in a whole different way do not deserve to be elevated? Because honestly, me, I'm on the verge of losing everything. I am. All because I needed a break so that I could get through my Saturn return. I'm helping everybody with theirs, and everybody forgets that I still have to get through mine. And I'm scared. But what's the sense in telling people that? Because all it's leading me back to is Scorpius, which is wisdom. And as long as I believe and I follow the signs, I will find my path. I will. But I am both Saturn and Jupiter's child. But I will always honor being Saturn's daughter. My mother knows I love her. I love her for protecting me. Even in death, she was my high priestess. She was my Neptune. And this Saturn return is going to make me visit family and ancestors, which means I have to face that. I know it's not my fault that she died, but I still feel guilty. And I need to release that once and for all. So, remember, honor, not this, not this, not this, this. Turn your top of your 5-point star up, right, please. Or if not, Mars is going to burn you. Fire Nation will burn you. Jupiter will burn you. The sun will burn you. Just saying. So you can continue on your quest, because Saturn's sending me messages and I need to go figure out what they are. The ancestors are sending me messages and they're sending me the color red. Red. Get through your Saturn returns. Don't mess up your Jupiter blessings because you don't get through your Saturn returns. Saturn's going to constrict, and Saturn's going to make you do things according to discipline and regiment. If you do not do it according to regiment, you will not be able to receive Jupiter's blessings. Jupiter will not let the high priestess reveal anything to you, and neither will Taurus, the high priest. Please stop playing with this energy, and please stop saying you don't know. You know. You know it better than you think you do. Just believe that you do. I'm counting down to my birthday. With love, the Aquarius.